Good morning to all my fellow Toastmasters present here, starting with the dignitaries in the house, district officers, including our trio, district of area directors, division directors, club leaders, and of course, our members, our wonderful contestants. A very warm good morning to you all. Now, let me take you through the international speech contest. You know, this is the only contest where you can go beyond the district level and be a world champion. We have already heard the eligibility rules from our wonderful previous presenter. Now, let me take you through the speech subject. How do you choose the speech subject? How many of you actually are going to participate in the international speech contest? May I see by a raise of hands, show of hands, virtual hands? So we have quite a few here. You can lower your hands. Otherwise, I'll think you have a question for me. So how do you prepare a speech subject? Well, I'll come to that a little later. But let me first let you know that you have to certify that your speech is substantially original through a certificate, which you are perhaps aware of, the speaker certification of eligibility and originality. So as you heard about eligibility, same way originality has to be certified in the same certificate. The subject, as I was mentioning, for international as well as humorous speech contest can be chosen by you. Isn't that wonderful? You have the liberty to choose the subject. You are not caught unawares like the table topics contest, where you don't know the subject till you are actually on the stage. So you choose a subject of your choice. However, how to choose a subject, I'll come to that a little later. Now, what is originality here? Again, the content of the speech should be substantially original. So you should try to create your own speech. Don't get it written by somebody else. The first draft should be yours and yours own. Because when you write, you know what you are going to say. You know what your thoughts are. And that cannot be copied. So try to write your own speech. Only 25%, like I said, it should be substantially original, the speech. So only 25% of your speech or less can be copied from somewhere. Now, what do you copy? Don't copy somebody's speech in verbatim. You may copy a story, a popular story, that is relevant to the message of your speech. You may have a quote, but remember, whatever you quote or reference, mention that. For example, you can say, I read in a book, and so, which should be again less than 25%. 25% means in a 5 to 7 minute speech, which is going to be the international speech, your quoting or referencing should not be more than 1.5 to 2 minutes. 1.5 minutes ideally. So that would be 25% of your speech. So that is originality, when you don't have any quoting, paraphrasing, referencing more than 25%. Now, as you heard in the eligibility, that referencing also includes referring to another contestant of international speech contest. During the same contest, a previous contestant or a future contestant, whoever is there in the contestant list in the agenda, you should not refer to that name or the speech. Now let me come to the crucial part of the tips. These are not part of any rule book. However, I would like to give you a few tips from my experience. You know, the first time when I took part in a contest, that was way back in 2015, and I had just come to Kuwait. I took part in the club contest, which was a breeze because we did not have more than 4 or 5 contestants. Area contest was a real tough test for me. And the most compelling lesson that I learned was that I did not take a mentor. So the key to preparation is to have a mentor. Coming to the speech subject, choose a non-controversial speech subject. Start with a message that you want to convey to the audience. Think of that. And then start crafting your speech. There should be a story in your speech. There should be a personal story or a copied story, again, not more than 25% of your speech. And the title of the speech should neither be too short, should not be too long, can be short, but not too long, which is not easily remembered by the audience. The length of 5 to 7 minutes of speech, you should ideally keep it to 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Because there is nothing more heartbreaking than seeing someone getting disqualified due to time. And I have seen it happen in contests. All the preparation goes waste. So as soon as you see the red card, start wrapping up your speech. Remember the 2-sentence rule. After you see this red flag, red card, no more than 2 sentences. Because that means you will complete the speech in 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Second tip is about practice. Practice, 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 and practice. I would say practice at least 20 times. You should practice in front of a mirror, practice in front of a family member, practice in front of a friend, and practice in front of your mentor. Try to go to club meetings, as many as possible. Take speaking slots and try to practice your speech. Get feedback of people, experienced contestants before, past champions. Take their feedback and try to incorporate. Learning should never stop, and you should not fall shy or feel bad if you get a feedback about your speech. It's only for your improvement. So if you incorporate that important feedback, your speech will be wonderful. Now coming to the introduction part of it. When you are practicing, just look at your expression when you have a catchy introduction. For example, a question. Like I asked, how many of you have participated in the international contest? So that leads to engagement as well. So when you look in the mirror, when you are practicing, when you ask that question, you will find if you are smiling, you are seeing your smiling reflection back. Same way the audience will be responding to you. So take it like that and practice. Third part of our tips, or the most important part of our speeches in a contest, is the delivery. Most important. I would say if the content is the king, delivery is nothing but the better half, the queen. So look at or think about the stage movement before, rather than making it purposeless, going front, back, going in a circle, going from left to right. Divide your stage into 2 or 3 parts as per the content of your speech. It may be as per the timeline. For example, you can say, in the year 2015, I was doing this. And now in the year 2023, I'm doing this. Or it could be as per the characters. My mother used to tell me this, but my boss, my wife, tells me this. Or you could do it as per the subject. For example, when I go to office, my I am doing this. And when I am at home, I'm doing this. So you could divide your stage as per these 2 or 3 things, and you could accordingly move along the stage. The second part is the eye contact, very important. Now, what does eye contact convey? Attitude? No. In a speech, public speaking contest, it conveys confidence. If you're in an online contest, try to look at the camera most of the time. That small green light blinking at you should be your focus. If you're in an offline contest, try to scan the audience. Left, middle, right. Right, middle, left. But not too quickly. It should not look like you are just doing it for the sake of doing it. So try to look at the people, left, right, as well as middle, so that nobody feels ignored and the entire audience is with you. And the third part of delivery is the body language. How your body speaks. Because in communication, 93% of the communication is nonverbal. So how your body is speaking, how your body is conveying the message is very important. The hand gestures, neither too much nor too little. Body movement, neither too much nor too little. Yet, your face, your hands, your body supports what you are saying. For example, your facial expressions. Now, if I am saying, when my grandmother passed away, with a straight face, that is going with my language, my speaking. However, if I say, when my grandmother passed away, does that go? Does that really engage the audience? Does that really get the audience with you? No, that would not. So body language is very important. And last but not the least, the confidence. Confidence comes with preparation. And if you are a true warrior, you will not fear competition. Winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. So keep trying to be a better version of yourself. And never think I'm not going to compete because I did not succeed last time. Try. Practice, 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 practice. Now, are you ready to participate and compete in the International Speech Contest? All the best to all of you. And back to our wonderful Master of Ceremonies.